Hello everyone, I am FIDE instructor and Arena International Master Rishikesh Chavan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is basic tactics, and in basic tactics we are going to learn pin. So let's start. In the previous session we have discussed 5 universal weaknesses in double attack. So we are going to use those 5 weaknesses in pin. So let's start. Now here again we are white and we need two weaknesses to give some trick or trap, or here in this case to give pin. So these two weaknesses are exposed king and hanging piece. Now these both the weaknesses are in one straight line. So in pin we want two weaknesses and we want these two weaknesses in one straight line. Maybe it can be a file, it can be a diagonal, or even it can be a rank. So here we are going to play queen f2, and now as you can see bishop is pinned. Bishop cannot move because if the bishop moves then it's an illegal move, it's a check. So here we can say that bishop is pinned to the king. This type of pin is called absolute pin. Absolute pin is when a piece is pinned to the king. Now in absolute pin, pinned piece can never move. So in this case this bishop is the pinned piece, the queen is the pinning piece. So as you can see the pinned piece, that is bishop, cannot move or it will be an illegal move. Let's move ahead. Now here again we got two weaknesses. Maybe we can say this knight is not so strong. It has just one support, and now there is this hanging queen. So here we are going to play rook b1. So after rook b1, you can see the knight is pinned to the queen. Now what is the difference between the previous position and this position? In the previous position bishop was pinned to the king, so that pinned bishop was unable to move, but here the knight can move. Of course black will lose the queen, but still the knight's move will be a legal move, it won't be an illegal move. So this type of pin is called relative pin. So there are two types of pin, one is absolute pin and one is relative pin. So let's move ahead. Now here again we have two weaknesses. We have this hanging piece on b3, and as we discussed earlier we have important square here. So if we can move our rook on this square or any of these squares, then as you can see it will be a quick checkmate. So we got our two weaknesses and these two weaknesses are in one line, so we are going to play rook b1. Now here if we save the checkmate by pushing any of the pawns, we are going to capture the knight, and if he saves the knight, or maybe if he has no idea about the checkmate, then of course we are going to checkmate him. Next position. Here again we have these two weaknesses, one is exposed king and the other weakness is not so well supported piece. This black rook on e5 has one attack and one defense, so it is not so well supported piece, and both the weaknesses are in one line. So we are going to pin the rook by playing bishop f4. Now bishop is gone, rook is gone, rook is trapped. Here we can do this in some other way. Here we can even convert that not so well supported piece into a hanging piece first, and then we can give a pin. Now here again we are getting this rook for free. Next. Okay, now here we are going to pin three different pieces. So for example here we can play rook a8 and this bishop is pinned, or we can play bishop a4 and the knight is pinned, or even we can play something like queen e1 and the knight is pinned. Again all these three pins are absolute pin because here a piece is pinned to the king. So whenever you give a pin or whenever your opponent pins your piece, make sure whether it is an absolute pin or a relative pin, because relative pin can be converted into discovered attack, which we are going to discuss later on. Let's continue. So here again there are two weaknesses. This is hanging rook, and then this is not so well supported bishop because it has one attack and one support. So what we are going to do, we are going to play rook b2, but hold on, Here, as you can see, this is a relative pin, and just as we discussed, relative pin, pinned piece can move, and in relative pin, opponent can convert that pin into discovered attack. So this is that attack coming up. This is the masking piece, and now black is going to play bishop c6 check. So he's going to keep white busy, and while white is busy in saving check, he's going to pick up this free rook. So this position started with this simple looking pin, but then black converted this pin into a discovered attack. So whenever there is a relative pin, be extra careful. Next position. Okay, now here again there are two weaknesses. Bishop is not so well supported piece because it has one attack and one defense, and of course queen is hanging. So we got our two weaknesses, and to pin the bishop we need to move our queen on this file, that is d file. We have two options: either we can move it on d2 or we can move it on d1, where the only one square is right and the one other square is wrong. As you can see, this is a relative pin, and a pinned piece can move. It's always better to keep your piece supported, or else what will happen? Let's see. If white is careless and white plays queen d2, he is definitely going to lose material. So what black is going to do? Black is going to move this bishop away, and he is going to capture white's queen. Now, whenever he is going to move this bishop away, he is going to keep his opponent busy. How? By giving check. So it's a check. Queen is hanging, even black's queen is hanging, but white is in no position to capture black queen because his king is under attack. He must remove check first, and once the check is removed, now the discovered attack is completed, and black will pick up white queen for free. So here again, instead of playing queen d2, white should have played queen d1. Now, even if black sacrifices the bishop, white can simply take the bishop on f2, and he has nothing to worry because his queen is supported. And again, in this whole combination, white got a free piece. So whenever there is a pin, or we can say whenever there is a relative pin, make sure whether it is an absolute pin or a relative pin. Okay, next position. So pinned piece cannot move, that we have already discussed. So again we are going to use this weakness of a pinned piece. So rook on g7 is pinned by the bishop, and as you can see it is an absolute pin, and in absolute pin, pinned piece can never move. So we are going to use this weakness of the rook for our benefit, and we are going to play queen into h7 checkmate. Queen is supported by the bishop, that way king cannot touch the queen, and of course even the rook cannot touch the queen because the rook is pinned. So this is called pin. The basic tactic is double attack, and whatever we learned in double attack, that is those five universal weaknesses, keep those five universal weaknesses in mind because we need those weaknesses for each and every tactics. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you understood whatever we discussed about pin. So see you next time. Thank you very much everyone.